Right, so we are here today. It's Thursday, 11 o'clock, and Gaffer, the head of March on Harpenden, he's going to do a sales block. The thing with sales is it's all about keeping your tools sharp. Earlier this week, he was like, I feel like I might be getting a few bad habits slipping in. Do you mind sitting down with me and just kind of challenging a few of my tactics, what have you, just kind of spot any bad habits that might be slipping in. So we've set a bit of time now to go through a couple hot leads that have just come through, as well as some cold, like outbound stuff, like a few leads that may or may not be able to be contacted since they've come in. And then we're just going to challenge the way he may or may not be handling the whole process. So we'll take you along for the ride, and any kind of advice or kind of tools to handle objections or what have you, we'll go through, and hopefully you guys learn a lot. Let's go.
No pressure.
Hi, this is Joe. Sorry I'm not here to answer.
Your call has been forwarded to...
Hello?
Hi Rachel, this is Alex calling from March on Gym. Brilliant.
Great to speak to you, hon.
Just put her in abandoned.
Would you text her?
No.
I would text her.
Can you explain why you would text her?
I'd call them out on applying, going through an ad, showing some sort of interest, and then just not answering. So at some point it was important for them, even if it was just in that whim, in that moment. And then now that life's getting in the way, they're just like, oh, I just can't handle this right now. Whereas maybe, like our style, just call them out on that shit. Be like, hey, name, you clearly applied for a reason. I want to talk to you for a couple of minutes. If it helps, great. If not, then I can take you off my list. But it's a great way to just fucking call them out on their shit.
Yeah, I did actually text her.
Sweet.
I'm now calling people that Eamon's already spoken to.
Your call has been forwarded to...
Is 11 o'clock a bad time to call people, generally? Or you haven't found any trend?
There's no trend.
Hello?
Hi Sylvia, my name's Alex. I'm calling from March on Gym.
Hello there. I had a call from Eamon
Yeah,
yesterday.
I understand you spoke with Eamon. I was just bringing up to see how the conversation was left and field any questions that you might have, Sylvia.
Yeah, I'm at work at the moment. He's going to call me again on Monday.
He's already booked another call, has he?
Yes. Yeah, he has.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on training at March On?
Well, it all sounds very good, but I'm so sorry I'm at work at the moment, so I can't speak. But yeah, I'll speak to him on Monday, but it all does sound good.
Okay, thanks for your time,
All right then.
Sylvia.
Thank
Speak soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What happened? Is there anything we could do systematically with that in terms of comms? That we didn't know she was booked in for Monday?
Well, we don't do that, no. But to be honest, it's not happened previously.
Cool.
That Eamon would have booked a call.
Fine. Okay. So maybe just a note there from him,
Yeah.
or from someone in the team, just saying, great call, booked a proper chat on Monday.
Yeah. Follow up.
You know?
Hello?
Good morning, Joanna. My name's Alex. I'm calling from March on Gym regarding your inquiry about the gym.
Hiya, hi.
How are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. I'm actually at work at the moment, so it's better to speak after.
Okay. I mean, the call will only take a couple of minutes, Joanna. Have you got that now, or did you not squeeze that in?
No, sorry.
Okay.
It needs to be after work.
Yeah. What sort of time? Are you available this evening?
Yes, yeah, I am. About 6 o'clock, would that be okay?
Okay, that works. That works for me. Joanna, I'll follow up just with a WhatsApp, just confirming time of our scheduled call, and give you a call at 6. If there's any changes, then you can let me know, and you've got my number saved.
Yeah, will do. That's great.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Joanna. Look forward to speaking to you
Cheers,
later. Bye.
Just touch on that. Nice candor. Really nice candor from you. Not having sat next to you for a while for sales calls, sounds confident, but like chilled, not pushy, not too like laid back either.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, cool. Like, you got time now, so it's going to take a couple minutes. Nice little bit of challenge there. She was like, honestly, it'd be better if we talk later. It's like, that's absolutely fine. You let me know and I can see what I can move around for you.
Yeah.
Okay, otherwise you sound too available.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be the only stick.
Yeah.
So now when you text her, just go, hey Joanna, I've managed to move a call at 6 so we can speak. I'll call you at 6, looking forward to it. Just so she knows that, like, you're not just like a restaurant that can't even get a fucking table booking.
Yeah. It's hard to, like, you want to be available, but not portray you're not just available and you're not trying to be flexible to fit into their lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's like there's a challenging, like, tone to kind of set.
The mindset is like, you don't have time. All right. The mindset from your standpoint is, I've just sat down. I've got your thing. I've got a couple minutes. We can talk now. When she's like, now's not really a good time. It's like, well, tell me what it is. And it's 6 o'clock. Be like, 6. Let me have a look at my diary. Do you know what? I'll be able to move this call at 6 so we can fit this in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And but your mindset, the frame is, there's friction. There's always friction because you're fucking busy. Hey Joanna, Alex here from March On. I've managed to move a couple calls, so 6 p.m. is perfect. Looking forward to speaking. Enjoy the sun. Done.
Hello. Hi Lindsay, my name's Alex. I'm calling from March On Gym regarding your inquiry about the gym.
I didn't make an inquiry about the gym, I don't think.
From March On Gym through a social media advert. We
I
got.
must have clicked by mistake. No, that was
Okay.
No, I'm not interested, thank you. Alright, thank you.
All right.
Sales is hard, my friends. Oftentimes when you run paid ads, you're going to have to weed through the shit. Yeah, you can put friction on the ad and friction through the funnel and all that kind of stuff, but this is part of the job. You got to reach out to some of the leads you haven't yet been able to contact, and some people are just going to be like, I don't inquire. You did on Saturday night when you're feeling fat, depressed, out of shape and wanting someone to save you. And now you're back into your normal environment, your normal day-to-day, and you're like, I don't really want to deal with that right now. But truth be told, those people, the harder you need to sell, the worse the client is sometimes. But there's a fine balance between hard selling, dealing with objections, and also just, really, really taking care of who you bring into the business. But this is the job. You need to be resilient, bounce back over and over, and not feel like you've been beat down. You set a time frame. Let's say we're doing a 30-minute block. We're going to do as many calls as we can in 30 minutes. If we get the wins, we get the wins. If we get a loss, we take the lesson. We move on. Set another block. Keep the energy high. Let's go.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service.
No. That's how it goes sometimes. You get all gassed up ready to sell, and it ends up a little bit flat.
Reflect on like a few conversations you've been having that you've been struggling to get over the line or anything like that.
This is Rachel. She's like a lack of time. She has a lack of time.
Yeah.
Mother of one.
Yeah.
Hasn't been to the gym, but she buys a membership. But she has a membership to a local leisure centre, but basically doesn't go. Obviously, a mum of one. Previously, like I can't remember the time frame, but maybe 4 years ago, she used to be training like 6 days a week, so it was a massive part of her life. She now doesn't train at all. Her goals are weight loss. She wants to tone up and feel better. Like her actual goal is like 1.5 stone of weight loss. So there is quite a considerable amount that she is looking to drop. And she knows the importance of when she was training, just like how much better she felt in her day to day. She, and like so my like summary of like what it was she was after. Firstly, like you clearly need some accountability. So it's like, yes, because when left to your own devices, you don't show up, there's no consistency, and we know that consistency is going to be the cornerstone to any results that you're after. You have less time than what you used to have, so we need to make sure as you're coming into the gym there is going to be some form of structure, and that we're maximising that training time and getting the most out of those training sessions if you're going to begin to get the results that you once saw when you were training, because you have 50% less time to commit to it. And then the last thing was like, it's clear that you just need like some consistent direction off a coach to be like, this is all I need you to focus on. I don't need you thinking about what you need to be doing in the gym. I just need you to show up. I don't need you to be thinking about all deciphering all the different information out there with nutrition. My role as a coach, or our role here, is going to be to give you 1 or 2 pointers that are going to start moving the needle for you. We want to simplify it, tell you what you need to focus on, start getting you some results and build on that throughout your journey. And then what you clearly need as well, or I think what would be like the cherry on the cake for you, is just an environment that's inspiring and motivating to help keep you consistent, because that lackluster, your training environment at the minute is fairly lackluster. You go to the gym, you go through the motions, and that's ultimately what you're missing.
So that sounds good. There's a couple of bits I can touch on, but where have we got to with her?
I did try and reach back out to her yesterday. She says she still wants some more time. She wants time to like think about the decision.
Great. So
one sec. She wants time. It was more than she was anticipating on paying. She completely understands the value that she's investing into, and it's more than just like paying for a gym, etc. So she understands the value and what she's getting as a service. But the sticking point was her actually paying.
Okay, cool. I think the one thing you said there is she used to go to the gym 6 days a week, and whatever that felt like then and where she is now, that gap between what she thinks is ideal and where she is now, that mountain feels so far.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of did it, but you could have made it really clear. You just go, okay, well, how much time can you commit right now on your worst week?
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know what, I can make it 2 days a week. It's like, do you know what? We can make it work with 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you don't need to commit to 6 days. You know, and I know you would have done that in your way, but making it really literal, be like, if you just give me 2 days a week, I'll do the rest.
Yeah.
I just need 2 days a week from you. Can you do that? It's like, yeah. So if I can get you the results that you want, and all you got to do is commit 2 days a week to our training program, and you follow what I tell you, does that sound like a great outcome for you?
I did say that, but probably not as like
literal.
Yeah, direct.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's like at times definitely something I can improve on. Just trying to be just a little bit more like, it's not. I don't know if it's direct, but more literal. Yeah,
because like the bonus around the environment, the motivating environment, the community, for someone like her who feels so far off of her previous fitness body, that'll just be super intimidating, right? It's like, oh, it sounds like everyone's motivated and fit. I'm like, oh, I need to get fit before I can join, kind of chat. Yeah. Where all they need is like safety, belonging, support, all those like fucking cuddle stuff. Because all we need to do is get her in on a safety blanket, and then we can do the rest. It's frustrating. It was like this call was half hour. Yeah, you had a. I think like with those, this is why it's a constant kung fu. Do you know what I mean? You got to keep practicing the fucking sales kung fu. With those, you just got to quickly go back to, okay, well, ideal outcome, past experience. When it comes to the goal framework, it's like, what do you want to achieve? And then how? That how thing is like so important, because it's like, they might think that they need 6 days a week and like this all or nothing approach. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Where in fact, like that's the reason why you're stuck. That's the reason why, like you could have gone, how many times have you tried in the last 4 years to get back to what you once were and failed? Yeah, very happy. Thank you for your time. You're welcome. Appreciate it. I guess just like reflections of me and I think where this came from is when you're just like in a room on your own, you can get very kind of tunnel vision. And I think just someone looking through the lens of not seeing the woods through the trees can happen quite easily with sales calls. So just having a slightly different perspective and someone giving a bit more of a bird's eye view of the call. Someone else listening in doesn't have the same like emotion that's attached to the call. So they can have sales calls are quite emotional. You're trying to get this person to invest into their fitness, and when you're as passionate about their fitness journey as we are, and we know how much help it would be,
we just want people to come and train and experience March On. So like you're emotionally invested into these conversations, and I guess at times, or for me personally, emotion can sometimes cloud my judgment because I want this for the person more than they want it for themselves. So just having a non-emotional point of view and someone that's a little bit more detached from the call or the situation has given me quite a bit of clarity and a different lens in which to view some of these calls and how I'm navigating them.
I love it. Something else for you guys to note is obviously Alex has been in the industry for a long time. He's very good at what he does, but he's always willing to just open up for feedback. He's always willing to be vulnerable and be like, how can I do this better? And I think more people would grow so much more if they would just literally go, I can do better, I can do better. That was an hour's use of our time, which is just another sign of being who we say we are, which is pushing the limits, being able to be better than we were yesterday, being able to keep doing the work. So if you want to get good at what you do, be a little bit more like Gaffer, put in the fucking work.